Nintendo's origins, from cards to video games. Nintendo was founded in 1889 in Kyoto by Fusajiro Yamauchi. Initially, the company produced traditional Japanese playing cards known as Hanafuda. For decades, Nintendo experimented with various businesses, including taxis and even love hotels. It wasn't until the 1970s that the company turned to electronic entertainment. The definitive shift happened when Hiroshi Yamauchi, the founder's grandson, became president and bet on video games. This marked the beginning of a transformation that would lead Nintendo to become a global pop culture icon. Early steps in the video game industry. In the 1970s, Nintendo entered the video game market with simple home consoles and arcade machines. One of its first major successes was Donkey Kong, 1981, developed by Shigeru Miyamoto. The game introduced the character Jumpman, later known as Mario. With its innovative gameplay and striking design, it marked the beginning of Nintendo's golden age. At this stage, the company built a reputation for quality and creativity, traits that would become trademarks of its future consoles and franchises. The birth of the Famicom and its global impact. In 1983, Nintendo released the family computer, Famicom, in Japan, known as the Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, in the West. Its success was overwhelming. With titles like Super Mario Bros., The Legend of Zelda, and Metroid, Nintendo helped save the video game industry from the 1983 crash. Its licensing system for third-party developers set an industry standard. The NES not only established Nintendo as a leader but also turned its characters into worldwide cultural legends. Super Nintendo and the Console Wars. In 1990, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, SNES, arrived. With improved graphics and superior sound quality, the SNES brought timeless titles like Chrono Trigger, Super Metroid, Donkey Kong Country, and Final Fantasy VI. It sparked an intense rivalry with Sega's Mega Drive, driving technological and narrative innovation. Nintendo focused on deep, technically polished games, maintaining leadership through the strong emotional connection its franchises forged with fans. Nintendo 64, The Leap to 3D. Released in 1996, the Nintendo 64 was the company's first console with true 3D graphics. It hosted classics like Super Mario 64, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and GoldenEye 007. Although it used cartridges instead of CDs, limiting storage, the N64 set a new standard in world design. Its innovative controller and local multiplayer experiences defined a gaming generation, even as Nintendo began losing market share to Sony's PlayStation. Game Boy and portable domination. Starting in 1989 with the launch of the Game Boy, Nintendo dominated the handheld console market. With games like Tetris, Pokémon Red and Blue, and The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening, the Game Boy proved that gaming on the go could be fully immersive. The Pokémon saga, in particular, became a global cultural phenomenon. Nintendo solidified its portable dominance with systems like the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and the groundbreaking Nintendo DS, which introduced dual screens and touch capabilities. Wii, the motion control revolution. In 2006, Nintendo launched the Wii, a console that broke the mold with its motion control interface. It became a massive phenomenon, appealing to casual gamers and families alike. Games like Wii Sports, Mario Kart Wii, and Super Smash Bros. Brawl sold millions. Its focus on accessibility and social fun helped it outsell competitors like the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. The Wii proved that innovation in gameplay mattered more than raw graphical power. Missteps and lessons, Wii U. Following the Wii's success, Nintendo released the Wii U in 2012. It featured both TV and tablet-style gameplay. However, unclear messaging and weak third-party support hindered sales. Despite its commercial struggles, the Wii U was a testing ground for ideas that would become vital in the next generation, like hybrid gaming. It also introduced great titles such as Super Mario 3D World and Splatoon, which would later gain greater recognition on future platforms. Nintendo Switch, a revolutionary hybrid. In 2017, Nintendo reclaimed leadership with the Nintendo Switch, a hybrid console that works both portably and docked to a TV. With games like The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, and Animal Crossing: New Horizons, the Switch became a global hit. Its flexible model, vast game library, and reinvigorated franchises made it one of the most successful consoles ever. Nintendo once again proved that innovation focused on player experience is its greatest strength. Legacy, influence, and the future. Nintendo hasn't just made memorable consoles, it has created entire universes through characters like Mario, Zelda, Samus, and Pikachu. The company has deeply influenced pop culture, game design, and the way we play. In recent years, it's expanded into films, theme parks, like Super Nintendo World in Japan and the US, and mobile games. With a strong creative identity, Nintendo remains a pillar of the industry. The future promises new experiences blending nostalgia, innovation, and accessible technology.